Please pray for us. In Jesus' name. Heavenly Father, I want to thank you today. The only wise God will invite your presence to this house this morning. And take part in the decisions that will affect us, because today is significant. What we will discuss here this morning in this chamber will determine the progress of Delta State in the next 12 months. We cannot do it alone, and therefore we invite your presence. Father, as we do this, strengthen the major operators, particularly His Excellency the Governor of Delta State, who will be here to present the project. Give him the enablement to do what is right and to move Delta State forward. And so, Father, we thank you for the strength, for the health, for the wisdom, so that at the end of the day, Father, we will ascribe the honor, the glory, and the adoration to you. In Jesus' mighty name, I pray.
Sergeant, please check the gallery and the entrance door. I don't want any unruly behavior. This is the hallowed chambers of the Delta State House of Assembly. If we notice any unruly behavior, that person will be arrested. Majority Leader, please move motion to suspend for the term Rule 67 and 70, Order 16, Rule 138, understanding orders of this House in order to admit strangers into the election.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my very distinguished colleagues. My name is Honorable Engineer Emeka Oborevwori, and I represent the very peaceful, law-abiding, and very united people of our Northern North State constituency. Mr. Speaker, I move that Order 10, Rules 69 and 70, and Order 16, Rule 138, being now suspended to enable this House to admit strangers into the hallowed chambers. I beg to move.
Deputy Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I am Honorable Professor member representing the good and the wonderful people of the castle in this Alabama. By the special grace of God, the Deputy Majority Leader of the House. I rise in my place this morning to second the motion, ably moved by the Majority Leader, I so second.
Sergeant Atta, please close that door. Those in favor of the motion as moved by the Majority Leader and seconded by the Deputy Majority Leader that this Honorable House do now suspend Order 10, Rule 69 and 70, Order 16, Rule 138 of the standing orders of this Honorable House. Say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Sergeant Atta, please bring the strangers in. Clap, please. Come.
Stay down now, stay down, stay down. Oh, take your shot. Just go down. We dey cover this, we dey water from the reception.
Let the silent help come, please. Lower the base. Please bring in the stretchers.
Aslan. Evet. Alter, Antiviren.
Sergeant Atom, please restore the mace. The House is called to order. Any petition? No, Mr. Speaker. Any statement by the leader of the House?
Mr. Speaker.
Any matter of urgent public report?
Mr. Speaker.
Any personal explanation? Clerk.
Mr. Speaker, the first order on the order paper is approval of the rules and proceedings of Tuesday, 28th November 2023, vote number 24.
Dear colleagues, peruse the votes and proceedings of Tuesday, the 28th day of November 2023, and see if there is any amendment. Dear colleagues, item number 1 that I earlier said you should peruse the votes and proceedings should be stepped down at this moment. Clerk, Majority Leader, please go to the lounge and accompany His Excellency the Governor to come to the plenary. Please lower the bed. Sergeant Attack, please restore the base. The House is called to order. Clap.
Mr. Speaker, the second order on the order paper is welcome address by the Right Honorable Speaker / presentation of the year 2024 appropriation bill by His Excellency, Right Honorable Elder Sheriff F.O. Oborevwori, Governor of Delta State.
Your Excellency, Right Honorable Sheriff Francis Oborevwori, the Governor of Delta State, my boss. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Delta State, Chief Sir John Oyeme, other party chairman of the greatest party in Africa, the Chief Kingsley Esiso, the former senator representing Delta Central Senatorial District, Senator Oborevwori, the pioneer Speaker of the Delta State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Emmanuel Okoro, the former Deputy Speaker of the Delta State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Oviagas, the Right Honorable Solomon Funkekeme, former Deputy Speaker of the Delta State House of Assembly, my dear brother and friend, the Right Honorable Ato Akowo, Deputy Speaker of the Delta State House of Assembly, the Majority Leader of the Delta State House of Assembly, Principal Officers of the Delta State House of Assembly, my dear colleagues, members of the Delta State House of Assembly, the non-sitting members of the Delta State House of Assembly that are here present, the SHG, members of the Delta State Executive Council, top government functionaries, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to welcome His Excellency Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Francis Oborevwori, Governor of Delta State, and his entourage to the Delta State House of Assembly for the presentation of the 2024 appropriation bill. I am filled with an overwhelming sense of gratitude, appreciation, and positivity. I am particularly enthused because one of our own, who has presided in this hallowed chamber and has received a governor of the state presenting budgets to the House, is here today having received the baton of leadership as governor himself to present before the House the year 2024 budget proposal. This is momentous and remarkable as it will be indelible in the history of the state. For us in the Assembly, it is a moment of joy, and as Psalm 118 verse 24 says, "This is the day the Lord hath made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it." Your Excellency, before I proceed, let me, on behalf of the entire House, congratulate you on your victory at the Court of Appeal in Lagos on Friday, the 24th day of November 2023. The judgment is a validation of the overwhelming and landslide victory recorded by our great party, the PDP, at the governorship election on the 18th March 2023. We join Your Excellency to thank Deltans for their unflinching support for your government. We equally call on all Deltans, irrespective of party affiliations, to join hands with His Excellency to deliver on his promise to our people and the state. Without equivocation, I wish to state, in the few months Your Excellency has presided as Governor of the state, you have demonstrated unprecedented capacity. We have no doubt in your ability to deliver on the more agenda. Delta State and indeed Deltas are in earnest expectation of more spectacular projects, programs, and investments that will transform the state into an enviable reference developed entity in the West African sub-region. Though the dream is a tall order, with concerted effort and cooperation between the legislation and the executive, including all other stakeholders, it is achievable. We have the potentials, natural and human resources as a state. Your Excellency, let me seize this opportunity to congratulate you on the great achievements recorded in your 100 days in office as at 8 September 2023. The state witnessed monumental commissioning of projects across the 3 senatorial districts. Your Excellency, we are also proud of your giant leap in awarding and the groundbreaking of the construction of 3 flyovers, Clover Lee and pedestrian bridge in Oborevwori metropolis to Julius Berger, Nigerian PLC. This is evidence of walking the talk by Your Excellency. Your Excellency, you have done wonderfully well. We are grateful for what you have done. I know Deltas are very happy with what you have done. I was at the ceremony of the groundbreaking. I could see from the faces of the people of Warri and the entire Deltas that those projects will definitely impact on our people. Your Excellency, thank you very much for keeping to the promise that you promised Deltas. Distinguished colleagues, permit me to also ride on this moment to congratulate His Excellency on the successful hosting of the 7th edition of the National Youth Games, where our dear state came top at the overall medal table in the month of September. Delta has always maintained top position in the nation's sports standing, and His Excellency has proven to sustain that courage. Distinguished colleagues, today's event is in tandem with relevant sections of our Constitution, especially Section 121 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as altered. It mandates the governor of the state to present the budget of the state to the House of Assembly of the state for consideration and approval. Honorable colleagues, in line with the provisions of the Constitution, His Excellency is here to present the 2024 budget proposal for our consideration and approval. Be rest assured, Your Excellency, that we will thoroughly scrutinize the budget estimates we are presenting today to ensure it brings development to our people and the state. A few weeks ago, honorable members attended a post-induction retreat which has positioned members for the task ahead. Let me therefore assure His Excellency that the cordial relationship and harmonious working atmosphere that the legislature and executive has enjoyed will be sustained to drive development in all sectors of the state. However, we will not hesitate to raise the flag for any anomaly and insist on due process. We will, in our oversight duty, engage the ministries, departments, and agencies of government in the implementation of the budget as passed by the House. Your Excellency, you can count on us as partners in delivery of the more agenda. Indeed, this result-oriented partnership will translate into all-round growth and development of our dear state. So without mincing word, I want to assure Your Excellency that the House will ensure that the budget you are presenting today substantially complied with the International Public Sector Accounting Standard, ISAS. which is aimed at providing efficient internal control and result-based financial management in the public sector of the state. The 8th Assembly is mindful of the prevailing economic situation of our country. It is our hope that the 2024 appropriation bill will consolidate on the recorded achievements of previous financial years and lay a solid foundation for the takeoff of the more agenda. We promise to be thorough and expeditious in our consideration of this budget for the prosperity of our people. To this extent, I want to urge all ministries, departments, and agencies of government to cooperate with the committees of the House during the budget defense session, so as to make the budget's consideration and passage seamless. This assembly will beam its searchlight on all government institutions by way of oversight in a bid to ensure full compliance with the appropriation bill when passed into law and accepted so. We pledge our avowed commitment to uphold the trust reposed on us as representatives of the people. We will, on behalf of Deltans, meaningfully engage the executive by monitoring and evaluating implementation of the more agenda as we look forward to the economic prosperity of our dear states. Once again, Your Excellency, welcome to the most vibrant House of Assembly in the country. Thank you all for your kind attention. God bless Delta State House of Assembly. God bless Delta State. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. May I now, at this point in time, invite His Excellency the Governor of Delta State for his budget speech and presentation. Your Excellency, sir.
Excellency, the speaking speaker, the Excellency Speaker of Assembly, principal officers of the Excellency, members of the Excellency of Assembly, members of the State Legal Council, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to present budget proposals for the 24 fiscal year. This hallowed check. This event brings back fond memories when I presided over this section as Speaker of this House for 6 macro years, the highest ever. Those were experiences I will forever cherish. I thank God for the privilege, this opportunity to address this esteemed House as governor. The 2024 proposals, the budget proposals, the first in this administration is envisaged to give our people hope in the time of economic certainty, headlined by exchange rate volatility, persistent inflation, high interest rates. The proposals contain our roadmap physical consolidation and for charting the course for sustainable and inclusive economic growth guided by our strategic vision for development. That vision is encapsulated in our more agenda, which seeks to advance the third state by bridging infrastructure deficit, enhancing human capital development, and expressing the opportunities for value-adding industry systems in our status as a coastal state. We are determined to keep Delta states ahead on all indices of socio-economic development as reflected in our more agenda, which is undergirded by the core values of service and social stability, transparency and accountability, innovation and excellence, freedom and opportunity, unity and respect. Keeping faith with the electorate. Though the budget is essentially an estimate of budgeted expenditure, its presentation also provides a good opportunity for government to present the report of its performance. Hence, please give me indulgence, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, to highlight some of our key achievements in 5 months. On staff welfare, recognizing the need to strengthen public service efficiency, boost staff morale, enhance productivity, approve the payment and standing promotion arrears 3,887 workers in the state public service, totaling 5,522,637,848 naira 5 copy. Payment commenced in August and will conclude by the end of this month. In the same vein, I approved the payment of 10,000 naira to workers in the state, August to October 2023, showing the hardship that people are facing because of the removal of resources, the attainment of inflation. This bonus will cost government 1,505,880,000 naira only for 50,286 workers. Still on staff welfare, it is my pleasure to inform you that the protracted issue of unpaid local government pensions is almost resolved. My administration held legislative approval of the local government councils to obtain 40 billion loan to enable them to meet their backlog of pension liabilities. The loan, which is guaranteed by the state government, is payable over a 5 years period, will be deducted the accounts of the government councils. I promised during the electoral campaign to address staff shortages in our schools through continuous improvement of teachers. The fulfillment of this promise gave approval for local government councils to recruit over 2,000 teaching and non-teaching staff to fill up existing vacancies. Mr. Speaker, you will recall that I promised during my inauguration to restore the lost glory of the commercial capital of our state. In fulfillment of that promise, on Monday, being 27th November 2023, I performed the groundbreaking ceremony, the commencement of the following flagship projects in the twin cities of Oborevwori and Plenary. One of the project is study, design and construction of road expansion, a section of DSC MP Expressway from Efun Roundabout to DSC Roundabout along Efun Patani East West Highway, including construction of a global lift interchange with the existing Efun flyover bridge alongside two pedestrian bridges in the Efun design and construction of the flyover bridge from Plenary Junction, Efun to Marine Gate, Wari in Ubi, and Wari South design and construction of the flyover bridge, DSC Roundabout, along the Efun Patani East West, and design and construction of the flyover bridge at Sky Junction, along the Efun Patani East West Highway. The project is worth approximately 78 billion naira. These projects are being handled by construction giant Oborevwori PLC. The house completion period of 27 months. As I observed during the groundbreaking ceremony, upon completion, these projects will not only change the face of Wari and Ever, they will also ease the traffic congestion in the area and alleviate the hardship faced by commuters. As is often the case with road construction of this nation, there will be direct employment opportunities for our people, especially engineers, artisans, and laborers, food vendors and suppliers, transporters, quarry operators, and so many others in the construction value chain also stand to benefit. I am also pleased to report that we have completed some of the projects we inherited from the immediate past administration. At Dennis Osadebe University, Hawaii, Asaba, we completed and commissioned the following: administrative building, 5-seater auditorium, 250-seater lecture theaters, University Gatehouse, access road into the campus, and Faculty of Agriculture complex. We have also completed an ultra-modern administrative building, Vice Chancellor's Lodge, and the Faculty of Engineering, all at Delta State University of Science and Technology. Also completed and commissioned by this administration is the Okolo Enwe Uwe Road, phase 2 in the Sukuru South Government area. Meanwhile, we have awarded contracts for more roads projects, including the following: construction of Usukwa Umuti, Adonte Road, phase 1, Umuti Adonte in Anyosha, South Government. Rehabilitation of General Hospital Road, the spot of Police Command Road from Wari, Sapele Road to Agamuga, Mandaku Road, Link Road, Wari in Wari South Government. Construction of internal roads and drainage in Uchi, Town, Wari South West Government area, phase 1. Rehabilitation of existing road from Wari, Sapele Road, Estate Roundabout, the spot on another college road, link Kanuga Road, Wari South. Construction of roads around Kotubu Junction, Ugili in Ugili, North. Construction of Pelekukutanshi Road is 5 in Wari, Southwest Government. Rehabilitation, asphalt overlay of Oborevwori at the crossroads. Road, the spot from Adakwasa Road through Obaka community to Okai Junction along the Speed Road in local government area. Construction of upper and lower Elizabeth Road to Wari South government. This administration will embark on construction of more critical road infrastructure in the 2024 fiscal year, because we are irrevocably committed to advancing our rural integration. Getting everybody on the same page. To promote better understanding of the more agenda, government in collaboration of sewer asset management, organizing a week-long executive council strategic section retreat commission head of ministerial agencies from November 13 to 18 this year. Through this retreat, the strategic imperative of the more agenda have now been distilled into deliverables that can be measured, tracked, and reported. The highlight of the retreat was the signing of the performance bond by the commissioners of government. The essence of the performance bond is to ensure that the commissioners stay focused on the deliverables that have been established while aligning their programs and activities with the policy direction of the more agenda. The philosophy and trust of the 2024 budget, Mr. Speaker, we are living in tough times. In preparing this budget, we are mindful of the fact that inflation remains a primary economic challenge. As we all know, inflation hurts everybody, but it hurts the poor and vulnerable the most. Inflation also exerts immense pressure on the budget, slow down economic growth, stifles investment, and bans access to finance. The current operating environment requires us to strike the right balance between maintaining a tight fiscal regime, helping our people to navigate this difficult period, and lift as many as we can out of Plenary. Hence, this budget has been proved a budget of hope and optimism. This vision puts the economy on a path of sustainable growth, boosts investments and productivity, enhance the ease of doing business, and provide ample opportunity for the average citizen to participate in the economy. Consequently, proposed 2024 budget has the following key objectives: control the effects of inflation through fiscal discipline and judicious allocation of resources, accelerate the development of infrastructure, stimulate growth of the non-oil sector, and make the economy more resistant to external shocks, enhance the business competitiveness of the state by nurturing and promoting the growth of micro, small, and medium enterprises, create employment opportunities for our teeming youth population, and raise the productivity of our land, labor, and capital. The 2024 budget is anchored on the principle of open governance as its implementation strategy, which will promote transparency, accountability, and efficient and effective delivery services to citizens. The world record that Delta State in 2019 subscribed to the membership of Open Government Partnership, OGP. The partnership is a multilateral initiative that aims at obtaining concrete commitment from the national and sub-national government to promote open government, empower citizens, fight corruption, and harness new technologies to strengthen governance. Delta is a member, and we are going to deeply entrench these principles in the implementation of the 2024 budget. Mr. Speaker, members of the House, we will also be prioritizing budget, monitoring, and evaluation to ensure citizens get value for every money spent by government. This will entail monitoring almost every single project and program in the budget. This is to ensure they are implemented as planned and completed within the specified time frame. To achieve this, we will strengthen the capacity of our budget monitoring and evaluation units and ensure they are equipped to carry out their mandate effectively. We will also work closely with other stakeholders, including the legislative assembly, to ensure that all budgetary processes are transparent and accountable. Together, we can lay stronger foundation for better future. Review of the performance of the 2023 budget from January 2023 to September 2023. Mr. Speaker, you will recall that the fiscal year was opened with an approved budget of 571.6 billion naira. This initial budget was reversed twice following improvement in revenue available to the states and we are taking need to do more for the citizens. We have a revised budget of 641.2 billion naira in the month of May 2023 and a final budget of 809.4 billion naira. The profile of the 2023 budget is as follows. The current 287 billion 545 million 779,826, representing 36% of the total budget. Capital, we have 521 billion 836 billion 731,728 naira, representing 64% of the total budget. The total approved budget was 809 billion 382 billion 511,554 naira only. Review budget performance. The sources of revenue for funding the 2023 budget are shown below. Statutory allocation. We have 417 billion 429 billion 950,556 naira. Entirely generated revenue. We have 105 billion 151 billion 502,018 naira. Value added tax 41 billion 20 million 27,741 naira. Excess food other revenue 88 billion 16 million 280,985 naira. Other capital receipts net is 157 billion 864 million 720,202 naira. Total 809 billion 382 million 511,555 naira. Expedition recurrent budget. Total recurrent budget for the year 2023 is 287.6 billion naira. The breakdown is as shown below. The net cost is 109 billion 399,295 naira. Social contribution 8 billion 267 billion 230,932 naira. Social benefits, 5,008,000,000 naira. Loan repayment, 33,903,382,250 naira. Contributions, 14,700,810,306 naira. Overhead costs, 116,203,907,043 naira. Recurrent budget, 287,545,779,826 naira. Capital budget. Total capital budget approved for 2023 fiscal year is 521.8 billion naira. Breakdown is as follows. Administration, 43,606,607,875 naira. Economic, 310,571,844,266 naira. Law and Justice, 3,391,710,003 naira. Regional, 64,225,000,000. 86,737,518,175 naira. Contingency, 13,304,050,409 naira. Total capital budget is 521,836,731,728. Permit me to proceed and show you how we have performed in the year. Budget performance January to September 2023. Revenues. Delta State government during the period under review generated 608.5 billion naira, representing performance of 75% over the total budget of 809 billion naira, about 100% performance of the proportionate budget of 607 billion in the first 9 months of the year. Out of this amount, the sum of 417.3 billion naira was received as statutory application from the Federation account. The amount represents about 110% performance of the total budget over the proportionate budget of 379.1 billion naira for the statutory allocation. On the other hand, the sum of 29.8 billion naira was recorded as receipt from value added tax VAT out of the proportionate projected estimates of 30.8 billion in 9 months, presenting a budget performance of 97% for the period under review. The sum of 87.6 billion naira was received as internally generated revenue (IGR) in the first 9 months of the year against the proportionate projected revenue of 78.8 billion naira, representing a budget of performance of 111.18%. That budget for the IGR in 2023 is projected at 105.1 billion naira. This impressive performance is attributable to the revenue collection reform embarked on by Delta State Internal Revenue Service. Budget performance January to September 2023 expectations. Total recurrent budget 2023 is 207.5 billion naira. Our total expenditure profile for January to September 2023 shows the total sum of 535.8 billion naira for recurrent and capital. Out of these amounts, the sum of 261.3 billion naira was incurred on recurrent items, as against a portionally approved recurrent budget of 215.7 billion naira, representing a negative budget expenditure performance of 121% over and above the budget. The sum of 521.8 billion naira was budgeted for capital expenditure during the period under review, January to September 2023. The sum of 271.4 billion naira was spent against the budgeted budget figure of 391.4 billion naira, which presents a performance of 70.1%. The 2024 budget estimates, Mr. Speaker, distinguished members of this hallowed chamber, now present you the budget estimate for the 2024 fiscal year. I wish to announce the budget proposal of 714.4 billion naira for the services of Delta State government in 2024. These amount comprises a sum of 316.6 billion naira, or 44% of total budget for the recurrent expectation, and 397.9 billion naira, or 56% of total budget for capital expedition. The summary is as follows. Recurrent expedition 316 billion 559 million 462,711 naira, representing 44.31% of the proposed budget. Capital expenditure 397 billion 854 million 851,151.55 naira, representing 55.69% of the proposed budget. Total expenditure 714 billion 414 million 313,866 naira. The 2024 budget proposal chose a decrease of 94.9 billion naira, or 12%, compared to the 2023 approved budget of 809.4 billion naira. The slight decrease is due to the fact we have planned the 2024 budget around fiscal discipline, which means that the budget will be funded largely from within, and the state will spend only what it can earn within the period. Sources of funds. The main sources of funds for 2024 budget as proposed will be mainly from the following: internally generated revenue, statutory allocation, mineral derivation, value added tax, other capital receipts. The reforms we are undertaking in revenue collection, the closure of leakages in all revenue sources, as well as the anticipated return of oil producing companies to their state, is expected to impact positively on IGR in the forthcoming year. It is therefore our projection to generate a sum of 110.3 billion naira in IGR, which is internally committed revenue in 2024, representing 15% of total budgeted revenues. The IGR estimate for 2024 is higher than the 2023 approved estimate by 5.3 billion naira, or 5% increase. The increase anticipated in the IGR returns will come from the reform being put in place, which includes the execution of the revenue collection process, statutory allocation including mineral derivation, following the savings on the removal of oil subsidy. The fund available for states to share from FAC will improve in the coming year. Using the forecast from receipts in the past few months as a guide, the sum of 507.9 billion naira, or 71% of projected total revenue for 2024 fiscal year, is expected to come from statutory allocation. This amount is more than the sum of 505.4 billion naira projected for the 2023 fiscal year by 2.5 billion naira, or less than 1%. The increase is based on the optimism that the current peaceful atmosphere in the Niger Delta region is sustained, and that with the relative peace being experienced, some of the oil companies that vacated the region will return to the state. Value added tax, VAT, it is estimated that the sum of 45.8 billion naira will be received as VAT returns in 2024. This is 4.8 billion naira, or 11.6% increase over the 2023 figure of 41.0 billion naira. There is no stable improvement in VAT administration at the federal level, which in turn has improved the state's share of the VAT revenue. This can be seen from the over 96% performance of 2023 budget for this revenue line between January and September, where the sum of 29.8 billion naira was received against the 30.8 billion naira proportionate budget for the period. Other capital receipts. The proposal for the capital receipt for the 2024 budget has been scaled down from the sum of 107.9 billion naira in the 2023 budget to 50.4 billion naira, or 68% decrease in 2024. The reduction is hinged on the overriding objective to cut down borrowing and reduce the loan burden on the states. Recurrent expedition. The proposed recurrent expedition estimate for 2024 of 316.6 billion naira is made up of personnel cost of 150 billion naira, which is 21% of the proposed recurrent budget. Also, 39% of the total proposed 2024 budget, and overhead cost of 106.6 billion naira is 15% of the recurrent budget estimate, or 35% of the aggregate budget proposal for 2024. The personnel cost of 150 billion naira anticipates the domestication of a likely salary increase by the federal government sometime in 2024, while the overhead cost mirrors the inflationary trend in the country. The recurrent expedition estimates are summarized below. personnel costs, 150 billion naira, representing 21% of the total recurrent expectation. Overhead costs is 106 billion, 503 million, 233,308 naira. That is 14.91%. Consolidated revenue charge, nil. Social contribution, 8 billion, 914 million, 582,739 naira. That is 1.25%. Social benefits, 5 billion, 400 million, 143,135 naira. That is 0.76%. Domestic loan repayment, principal, 35 billion, 376 million, 146,049 naira. That is 4.9%. External loan repayment is 315 billion, 307 million, 357,420 naira, represent 0.04%. Grants and contribution, 10 billion naira, this 1.40%. Total recurrent expedition is 316 billion, 509 million, 462,711 naira, representing 44.31% of the proposed 2024 budget. Capital expenditure estimates. Proposed capital expenditure estimate is 397.9 billion naira, or 56% of the total budget. The estimate proposal is 123.9 billion naira, or 24% lower than the 2023 capital budget of 521.8 billion naira. This is largely accounted for by smaller budget size of 714.4 billion naira as against the 809 billion naira of 2023. The sectoral breakdown of the total expenditure estimate is as stated here under. Administration sector, 22 billion, 735,335,076 naira, presenting 3.18%. Economic sector, you have 229 billion, 628,543,827 naira. This is 32.12%. Raw and logistic sector, you have 3 billion, 488 million naira. This is 0.48%. Regional sector, 6 billion. This is 7.84%. Social sector, 8 billion naira, 8 billion, 41 billion naira. That is 11.24%. Contingency fund, we have 5 billion, 179 billion, 972,252 naira. That is 0.73%. Capital expedition, about 397 billion, 854 million, 851,151 naira, representing 55.69% of the proposed 2024 budget. Sectoral highlights. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I will now briefly touch on some sectoral highlights of the proposal for capital projects as contained in the 2024 budget estimates. Road infrastructure. I cannot help but acknowledge the remarkable achievement of my predecessor who made tremendous strides in infrastructural development across the state. The impact of these investments is visible in the improved quality of life for our citizens, increased economic activities, and enhanced connectivity of our communities. However, there is still much to be done. My administration is committed to building on the successes of the past and taking our state to new heights. This end will prioritize infrastructure development as a key driver of economic growth and social development. We will invest in the critical sectors such as transportation, energy, water, and telecommunications, with a focus on expanding access to underserved areas and improving the resilience and sustainability of our infrastructure. The sum of 150 billion naira has been earmarked for Ministry of Works to execute capital projects in the forthcoming fiscal year. In education is a critical component of our state's development. This administration is committed to ensuring that every citizen has access to quality, affordable education. We recognize that education is not only a means to personal development, but also a key driver of our economic growth, social mobility, and national competitiveness. We prioritize investment in technical education and vocational training. We believe that these sectors have the potential to transform our economy, workforce that is equipped to meet the demands of modern industries and technology. We work closely with our educational institutions, industry leaders, and other stakeholders to develop programs that we are tailored to the needs of our people and equip our students with the skills sets they need to succeed in the 21st century. In addition, we will also prioritize investments in teacher training and professional development. We recognize that our teachers are the backbone of our institutional system. We are committed to providing them with the support and resources they need to deliver highly quality instruction. We work with our educational institutions who provide training and development opportunities for our teachers with a focus on improving their educational skills, subject matter expertise, and use of technology in the classroom. We also recognize the importance of entrepreneurship in driving economic growth, creating job opportunities in the state. We therefore support the development of incubators and accelerators that provide support and resources to aspiring entrepreneurs. We work with industry leaders to define a mentorship to entrepreneurs sum of 46.5 billion naira has been marked for the education sector in 2024. In health, I want to reaffirm my precision commitment to ensuring that every citizen has access to quality healthcare. We will prioritize investments in healthcare infrastructure, medical equipment, and personnel. We recognize that our healthcare system is only as good as the people who work in it. Hence, we are committed to attracting and retaining the best healthcare professionals in our hospitals. We work with our healthcare professionals, community leaders, and other stakeholders to develop programs that provide comprehensive, integrated, and culturally sensitive health care services to our citizens. The health sector will work with a sum of 18.5 billion naira in the 2024 fiscal year. In agriculture, agriculture has always been the backbone of our economy, providing food, jobs, and income for our people. As we move forward, it is imperative that we prioritize the growth and development of this sector. We must invest in modern farming techniques, provide farmers with access to credit, and support research and development in agriculture. Our state has enormous potential to become a leading agricultural hub. We have fertile land, abundant water resources, and a favorable climate for farming. But we must seize this opportunity and invest in our agricultural sector. In this year's budget, we have allocated a significant portion of our resources to agriculture. This investment will go towards the construction of modern irrigation systems, provision of seedlings and fertilizers to farmers, and the establishment of agricultural processing plants to add value to our produce. We will also prioritize the training of our farmers in modern farming techniques, best practices, especially in production of food crops, rice, cassava, yam, maize, vegetable, and greenhouse facilities. The sum of 7 billion has been earmarked for the Ministry of Agriculture. Environment and urban renewal. Three major factors have impacted heavily on our environment. The first is our fast-growing population. The second is our status as oil producer. And the third is our peculiar location as a coastal state. Consequently, we are confronted with the environmental hazard associated with oil and gas exploration, solid waste disposal management, erosion and flood control, land irrigation, deforestation, and increasing risk from climate change. A comprehensive urban renewal program that will address these issues head-on. We will invest in rebuilding our roads and bridges, upgrading our public facilities, and revitalizing our urban centers. We will also prioritize the provision of affordable housing for our people. Some of 7.5 billion naira and 2.1 billion naira have been earmarked for the Ministry of Urban Renewal and Ministry of Development, respectively, in the 2024 budget proposals. Youth development. Our commitment to youth runs deep. As captured in our more agenda policy document, government will focus on achieving tremendous and suitable youth-focused investment for employment and wealth creation in the economy, including ICT, creating industry and innovative crafts and sports. Ministry of Youth Development has a proposal budget of 1.7 billion naira 2024 budget. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, sir, I have set forth a framework of action plans with a view to advancing Delta State through massive infrastructural requirement, human capital development, and appropriate social investment programs. This budget is emphatic in keeping our expenditure within revenue limits, reducing our debt profile, and ensuring that we do not use new inflationary pressures through extrabudgetary funding. This presents a challenge to ministries, departments, and agencies of government to embrace the timeline principle of strategic planning, fiscal discipline, excellent service delivery, and the judicious allocation of resources projects and programs based on their socio-economic value. Earlier in this speech, I highlighted some notable achievements of this administration. That we were able to do so much within such a short time reflects our commitment to these enduring values. This administration is focused, process-driven, and result-oriented in its governance style. The progress that we have made in the last 5 months should give hope to our people that the goals we have set in this budget will be pursued with similar zeal and dedication. Rest assured, this administration is determined to see our people through the hard times, doing all that we can to assist the poor and vulnerable. Mr. Speaker, I note with gratitude that we could not have made much progress without cooperation and support of this honorable House. Thank your esteemed self and honorable members of this House, their understanding and synergy that exists between the legislation and government. This sense of mission and unity of purpose are crucial for us to visualize not only the promises of this budget, but also the mission of our more agenda. There should be no room for division and or complacency. My appreciation also goes to the political class, the Nigeria Labour Congress, Trade Union Congress, all other workers' unions and associations, including Basan, and the good people of Delta State for their cooperation and support. Mr. Speaker, it is now my pleasure to lay the 2024 budget proposals as read before the Honorable House for consideration, debate, and approval. Thank you for your time and attention. God bless Delta State. God bless us.
Majority Leader, move motion to receive the appropriation bill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My very distinguished colleagues. Mr. Speaker, I move that this Honorable House do now receive the bill of the year 2024 as presented by His Excellency, the Right Honorable Sheriff Francis Oborevwori, the Governor of Delta State, for further consideration. I beg to move.
Minority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Honorable Edafe Emako. I represent the good people of Uwe State Constituency. I rise in my place this morning to second the motion every move by the Majority Leader I so second.
Those in favor of the motion as moved by the Majority Leader and seconded by the Minority Leader, that this Honorable House do now receive the Appropriation Bill 2024 for further consideration. Say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Dear colleagues, in line with Order 12, Rule 90, Sub 1, Paragraph B of the Standing Orders of this Honorable House, the Appropriation Bill 2024 is deemed to have been read for the first time. Thank you. Chairman, House Committee on Rules and Business. Update for second reading.
Mr. Speaker, may I propose 30th day of November 2023?
That is, you are saying tomorrow, the 30th day of November 2023. The second reading of the 2024 appropriation bill is scheduled for second reading tomorrow, the 30th day of November 2023.
Mr. Speaker, the third order on the order paper is year 2024 budget address. Motion of thanks to the State Governor. The Deputy Speaker to move.
Deputy Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Right Honorable Oborevwori Atuakpo, Esquire. The necessary good people of Ethiopia, his constituency. I rise in my place this morning to first of all thank His Excellency for explicit budget presentation. The budget was very was well presented with all the percentage of every item stated before this house. It cannot be better than this. In law, we say rest is equal. The facts of the budget speak for itself. But because the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has amended, giving us the responsibility to look into the budget as presented. We will look into it and assure His Excellency that in due time, the budget will be passed. So I move that this honorable House hereby express immense thanks to His Excellency Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Francis Oborevwori for the presentation of the year 2024 budget. I so move. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Member representing
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. Once again, Honorable Engineer Oborevwori is my name. I represent the hospitable people of Omani State Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I rise in my place this afternoon to every second the motion as moved by our amiable Deputy Speaker of this hallowed chamber. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I thank you.
Let me put a question. Those in favor of the motion as moved by the Deputy Speaker and seconded by the member representing Bomani State Constituency that this Honorable House do now appreciate His Excellency Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Francis Oborevwori, Governor of Delta State. Say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Sergeant, please lower the knife.
Akatako? Give me my mic. Eh? No, we dey comot. Give me that back. She don't finish.
This is very organized. City is organized. The region and the law. Before, when the law present budget, people don't arrange people and the question where they ask. This one, the man is nothing. They don't plan anything. They don't do that.
Please restore the place. The house is called to order. Clerk, please go back to item 1.
Mr. Speaker, the first order on the order paper is approval of the votes and proceedings of Tuesday, 28 November 2023. Vote number 24.
Dear colleagues, please peruse the votes and proceedings of Tuesday, the 28th day of November 2023 and see if there is any amendment. Any amendments? Member Representative Oshileno. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Please off your bell. Don't worry, you can go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The name is Honorable Frank N. Senwa. I represent the good people of Oshimiri North. Just notice the way of spelling error on page 2. I think the right
page 2, paragraph 4.
The paragraph 4. And I think stated by the majority leader of the House, the last thought before the last line, the word there should be cease, as in C-E-A-S-E. We pray that celebrations will not cease. I think the right word there should be C-E-A-S-E.
Table, please take notes.
C-E-A-S-E. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Member Representative Oshileno. Please, table, take notes. Any other amendment? Majority will. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I refer the House to page 3 under personal explanation. Page 3 under personal explanation, the name, that's line 2. The name is Excellency, Right Elder Honorable. Supposed to be Right Honorable before that elder. You're simply saying that deletes the elder. No, the elder should come delete. Right Honorable, elder should be shifted in front of honorable. Okay, let me tell you. It's simple. I understand it. For future, you say delete the elder in bracket first, and then add honorable, and then add elder in front. Please, that's the proper way. Thank you. People, please take notes. I'm saying this because this is one of my best jobs in the 7th Assembly. Any further amendments? Any further amendments? If there is no other amendments, majority leader move motion for the adoption of vote number 24 of Tuesday, the 28th day of November 2023. Motion for adoption.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that this Honorable House do not adopt the votes of proceedings of Tuesday, 28th day of November 2023, vote number 24. I beg to move.
Excellency.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I am Honorable Meredith Oborevwori, and I represent the good people of the Kano State constituency. I rise this afternoon to second the motion ably moved by our majority leader. I so second.
Those in favor of the motion that this Honorable House do not adopt the votes and proceedings of Tuesday, 28th November 2023, vote number 24, say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Clap.
Mr. Speaker, the last order on the other paper is adjourned.
Majority leader, please move motion for adjournment.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that this Honorable House do not adjourn to Thursday, the 30th day. Sorry, Mr. Speaker, before the adjournment. Announcement. House Committee on Transport will meet today at 3 p.m. in Committee Room 2. 3 p.m. please. Committee Room 2. I move that this Honorable House do not adjourn to Thursday, the 30th day of November 2023 at 10 a.m. I beg to move.
It's supposed to 2.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, dear colleagues, I'm Honorable Chief Ferguson Omo. I represent the very good people of the South of 22. I rise after second motion as ably moved by the majority leader. I so second.
Before I put the question, let me congratulate the Deputy Chief Whip, the Honorable Member representing Warri North State Constituency on his victory at the Court of Appeal. Let me also use this opportunity to congratulate the member representing Warri South 2, the Honorable Benson Obire, on the victory at the Court of Appeal. Let me put the question. Those in favor of the motion, as moved by the majority leader and seconded by the member representing Sokoto South 2, that this Honorable House do now adjourn plenary to Thursday, the 30th day of November 2023 at 10 a.m. Say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Mr. Speaker.
Dear colleagues, we are going to my office for a briefing.